Hey, everybody. Welcome to Beards and Bitcoin's crypto podcast for the man's man and the ladies who love them. I'm your co-host, BitBoy. What is up, Jay? This is my other co-host, Jay Chains. What's in the easy?
What is up? What is up? How's everybody doing? Everybody. That's just you and me.
Everybody good. Everybody good, you know? Everybody good. So, yeah, so we got a very powerful show for you guys today. We're going to show you guys something that is going on right now with an advertising campaign in crypto. Well, it's kind of in crypto. And I want to talk about how they're trying to rob old people.
Ooh, that sounds spicy.
Oh,
rob old people.
That's right. Make sure you got your dentures packed in real tight for this one.
Yeah, what do you clean dentures with? What's that called? Polydent? Everdent?
Polydent, I think.
That's the glue that holds them in.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we're going to be covering that. We're going to be talking to you about some pretty interesting things revolving around Bitcoin and stocks, the precious metals world, and fake news.
Fake news. And then we're going to talk about some real fun news, some fast news. Vroom, vroom.
Fast and the Furious, son. Yeah, boy, got a new car. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. I'm so excited about this thing. I just drove it home about 2 hours ago. So, real excited. So, let's go ahead. Let's get into the show.
All right, man. So today I was going through the headlines. I was looking through some headlines, and I see this thing come up about Grayscale, and it's about this new digital currency ad that's going to bring crypto investing to millions of people, customers, mass adoption. Yeah. I haven't done a lot of research into Grayscale, so I don't know anything about it. I know that you do.
Yeah, actually. And Grayscale, not to be confused with Grayskull, which is where He-Man was from.
Dude, Castle Grayskull, I had that when I was growing up, for sure.
Dude, I actually believed I was He-Man when I was a kid. You know, my parents had to actually take away all my He-Man figures and my sword because, like, I really thought I was He-Man. Like, I'd run around in my underwear, like, hitting people and everything, you know. I have the power, you know. But it's ironic because, like, now I have the power of Grayscale, you know. Like, that's where we're at now with Bitcoin. So let's talk about Grayscale for a minute. So I'm not going to pretend to be some kind of sophisticated, you know, traditional stock investor. I don't really invest in stocks. I'm just all in on crypto. You know, I love crypto. And it gets me excited. Stocks, meh. Apple, meh. Amazon, meh. Not Tesla, meh. Don't really get me going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we know a lot of people who are into stocks. Now, let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. Okay. Stonks, which, by the way, I have a Stonks action figure on the way. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. But I want to tell you a story about my friend. So I've got a friend who he called me one day and he was like, listen, man, like, I really want to get into crypto. This guy I really respect, really like, you know. I was like, all right, man, that's cool. He said he knows a guy who is like a millionaire who's invested a bunch in crypto, and he was talking to the guy, and the guy knew who I was. And my friend was like, oh, that's my friend, you know. So I started talking and stuff. And he's like, you know what? I really need to get into crypto. So he calls me and he says, man, look, I want to get into crypto. What do I do? So what does your boy tell him? Okay. I say, look, you need to buy some Bitcoin, but you need to buy some Ethereum. You need to buy some Tezos, and you need to buy some Chainlink. Those are things all available on Coinbase. Really, really easy. Okay. He buys it.
Easy pickup.
Easy pickup. Price starts going up, you know, doing pretty well. I'm sending him a message like, hey, man, it's doing pretty well. It's like, yeah, it's doing pretty good. Yesterday, I get this text from him. Hey, man, yeah, I ended up taking all my money out of crypto and putting it back in stocks. Did you see what Chainlink did yesterday?
I know what Chainlink did yesterday. That was amazing.
Chainlink and Tezos, both of them pumped yesterday, like really, really, really hard, or on Sunday. And so, you know, these people that there's the point of me telling that story is this, is there's a natural inclination for people that are not super risk takers to move back to stocks, you know, and he's really kicking himself now, you know, for doing that, and felt real bad for him because he could have got some really nice gains, you know. So, you know, that'll teach you, like, just listen to me. Okay. But this guy's young, okay? But there's a lot of people that are older and they don't really understand cryptocurrency. I mean, we've talked to these people. They got no clue how to invest in it. But what do they know how to invest in?
Stocks.
Stonks, okay?
Stonks.
They know how to invest in them. So there had to be a solution to be able to get these guys to invest in cryptocurrency without actually having to download a Coinbase wallet, because a lot of those guys could probably download a Coinbase wallet and buy. Like, it's not that hard, okay? Or download the Coinbase app and buy, not the wallet itself. But what are they going to do with it after that? Are they going to ever be able to trade it? Are they going to know the best, parameters for security? Probably not. So a lot of those guys, especially guys that are in their 50s and 60s, that they're just, they're getting towards the end of their life. They may got 20, 30 good years, okay, left.
They can't remember those. They can't remember those seed phrases anymore.
Can't remember the seed phrases exactly. They don't know what they're doing. They're like, you know what? It's too late for me to try to learn this brand new technology. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to invest in stocks, but I want to get Bitcoin. So Grayscale came up with this way for people to invest in Bitcoin like it's a traditional stock. And so what it is it's a trust. And it's not just a Grayscale Bitcoin trust. There's also the Grayscale Ethereum trust. It's all by Barry Silbert, who's a big guy in crypto. He created all this. But it's not like futures contracts that were launched in 2017 that pretty much crashed the entire market, a lot of people believe. The reason why those crashed the market is because what is the number one best thing about Bitcoin when it comes to the price? Like, what do you think is the thing that makes its price go up that nothing else that we know of has?
Well, besides it being scarce?
That's it. Scarcity, right? Yeah, scarcity. That's it. So when these futures,
I feel like I just did something right. That was exciting.
Dude, that was a risky moment for me, dude. That's how I invest in crypto, because I threw the question up to you, not knowing if you'd get the right answer or not. And I threw it up to you, and you freaking crushed it, dude.
Aced it, baby.
Back, baby. You got it, baby. So you have all these. Now I've totally lost my train of thought. The question was great. Oh, scarcity. Okay. So we know Bitcoin is scarce. That's what gives us its value. In 2017, when everybody was doing these futures contracts, they settled in US dollars. Okay. They did not settle in Bitcoin. That was not a thing until Bakkt came out last year in September.
Right.
So what that meant is the number one thing about Bitcoin that gives it its value is scarcity. But these people were because they were settling in dollars, they were basically able to explode the supply of Bitcoin through what's called paper Bitcoins. Okay.
Right.
It's not real Bitcoin. People were investing in Bitcoin, but they weren't actually investing in Bitcoin, and you didn't have to have real Bitcoin backing it. So it was kind of just, it's the confusing world of finances. I don't even understand how it all works, on those deep levels of derivatives and all that stuff. So because of that, they came up with this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as a way for people to do this, but they're actually backed by real Bitcoin. Earlier this year, just a couple of months ago, when the halving happened, for the first 2 months after the halving, Grayscale bought all the Bitcoin.
They want all the freshly mined Bitcoin.
Yes.
They bought it all. Yeah.
Yeah, they were buying all the freshly mined Bitcoin. They bought more than had been made, for that period of time. And they were doing the same thing with Ethereum. I don't know that they were doing it just that high, but they were doing the same thing with Ethereum, because they are anticipating a huge rush of people that want to get into crypto, that want to get into Bitcoin, but don't know how to do it. So I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't think this is bad for crypto. I think it's bad for Bitcoin. I think Grayscale is good. So let's lead into the next part of this. Tell them about the story that's going on. What did the article about Grayscale say that you were checking out?
So it said something about how they were coming out with a new digital currency ad. And apparently it got a lot of people excited, and it's set to bring in just millions of people into the crypto world.
Okay, but do you have any more information? Does it say where these ads are going to be?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's going to do CNBC, MSNBC, Fox Business. I mean, they're going to do all of the major outlets.
Yeah, all the major mainstream news outlets.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How much do you watch mainstream news?
How much do I watch mainstream news? I can't watch news at all anymore, so I'm over it. I don't watch any of it.
Okay. What about your wife?
She's with me. She doesn't watch any news.
Okay. What about teenagers?
I know that my in-laws, they watch news all
Bingo.
day. My mom watches the
Bingo.
news twice a day, 3 times a day.
What is one thing that the people that are watching it have in common, or what is one thing that one difference between the people who are watching it and are not watching it? What's the difference?
Just their age demographics, probably, right?
Gosh, dude, twice in a row you've crushed it, dude. You're hammering Hank over here, dude.
Dude, I feel so good about myself right now. Thank you. 2 for
I feel
2.
good about you too, man.
100%. I am shooting 100% right now.
Hey, should you retire?
No. If there's a third chance, give me a.
I love it. But it's age, okay?
Yeah.
Older people are still watching the mainstream news. Where are younger people turn to for their news?
Social media.
That's it. What specifically? What app specifically?
Probably TikTok.
It's actually Twitter. I wanted to throw you.
I was gonna say Twitter, but I was.
But I'm the TikTok guy, so you had to say it. I almost got canceled on TikTok today. But that's another story. But anyway, so is the age and the demographics? Younger people are going to social media. They don't really buy the mainstream news. Okay. So here's the thing. Think about who this is targeting. Who are these ads targeting? They're targeting that demographic, the older demographic that is probably not going to download Coinbase. They're not going to download Binance. They're not going to download KuCoin or Uniswap. They're not going to do any of this stuff. They're going to want to probably go the traditional route. Now think about this. What are some of the other things that get advertised all the time on those channels?
On like the news channels?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of news on those channels,
man. 2 strikes, man. 2 strikes.
This ain't a strike. I didn't give a wrong answer. Well, it's like stock trading stuff. It's investment stuff. It's always if you're talking about the money shows, man, a lot of those commercials are investment things.
Yeah, they're investment based. Precious metals.
For like retirees. You got the guy, the old TV show guy who wants to tell you about his precious metal by the airplane. Exactly,
dude. And then you got like, oh, check out this little unique, gold coin that will be worth so much, and you can get it now for $19.99. And then they sell you gold by the ounce. Like, a lot of people don't know. I've done some research into this, and maybe somebody will say this is wrong, but you can't actually really buy gold direct. That's why you have to buy it through these third-party companies that sell it through, Fox News, CNN. They're trying to get that older demographic. So here's this whole thing in a nutshell. This is really what I'm trying to get to that I think is so exciting about where crypto is going. As long as young people are the only people investing in a cryptocurrency and excited about it at all, then we're not going to be able to really ever achieve the adoption we want. Okay. Over a long period of time, we would, as the old people die off. But sorry, my elderly folks.
It's true.
It's true. So as they die off, those, we can move more towards cryptocurrency. But for it to happen faster, we have to get exposure to these older Americans. Now they're going to be watching, they're going to see an advertisement for Bitcoin and then an advertisement for gold back to back.
So then let me ask you a question. Are they able to then get on, because a lot of old people, they'll get on the phone. Maybe they're not doing online trading to get on the phone with their broker. Can they say, hey, can you get me into this? Or do they have to do it through Grayscale directly? Do you know?
I don't have the answer to that question. I haven't actually seen the ad to see what the call to action is from the advertisement. But,
Should we play the ad?
Do you have it?
Roll it.
Before money, people traded goods, tools, cattle, grain, even shells represented value. Then currency came along. They made it out of copper, gold, silver, wampum. Soon people decided to put all that value into a piece of paper, then proceeded to wave goodbye to value, printing unlimited amounts of money as they passed the buck to the future. That's why it's time for digital currency and your investment in the Grayscale funds. Go digital. Go Grayscale.
Commercial. I really like that.
That gets you amped up, man. That gets you ready. I think now, granted, that doesn't seem like it's geared directly towards old people because it's like that, but I think it's interesting enough and it's exciting enough that they would pay attention to it.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna push back against you right here. Okay.
Dude, the guy sitting in the chair with the dog was young.
He was young. He's trying to appeal to a lot, but what's the music?
I mean, that's from like the 80s, right? 70s, 80s?
Early 80s, I believe. The Ramones.
Ramones.
Right? That's from the early 80s. Who was coming into adulthood, rocking out to the Ramones?
Dude, that's like my dad. We were born
Exactly.
in the 80s, in the early 80s. That was like my pops.
The thing is, it doesn't seem like it's that old now because we're old also.
Ugh. Why do you got to remind us, bro?
I mean, look, dude, I'm going to be 50 in freaking 13 years, man. 12 and a half years, I'm going to be 50. I'm talking about 50-year-olds like they're dead.
Ooh.
That's going to be me.
Dude, they're just coming up, right? Because they're towards probably the tail end of the working force. They got, another 15 years maybe, but now you start to invest those investment monies into the Bitcoin trusts. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Now, the call to action there was to go to the Grayscale website. So we'd have to really go explore the Grayscale website and see how easy it is to actually invest in it. But I would assume you have to go through your broker. Now, most people that are investing in stocks, they do have a broker, whether it's online or an actual person that they call. So I think there's a big opportunity, to bring more people in. I like the message of the commercial as well. So I think this could be, a way that we pull a different demographic into crypto.
It's smart, dude. It's definitely smart because, you hit the nail on the head a little bit ago, and it's probably something not too many people ever thought about, but all the advertising and marketing and all the things that we do is pushing mass adoption towards people our own age and of younger generations. Nothing is assisting the generations above us. I mean, there's some apps here and there, right, where it's really easy to use, and,
there's nothing targeted at that age group.
No, nothing's targeted. I mean, there's just things that are easier to use than, going to, print out a paper wallet and yada, 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 doing that stuff, saving it in cold storage and whatever. But for them to be able to do that, and a lot of older people are doing the stock market stuff anyhow. So like, it just makes total sense. Just make it what they know. I mean, because like everybody always says, like, crypto mass adoption is going to happen when it's as easy as swiping a credit card, because that's what people know how to do. When you make it as easy as what they already know how to do, which they're doing right here with trading stonks, that's a win.
Yeah, I like it, dude. And I think it's going to be really good. So, yeah, we'll have to see where it goes, but let's move on to we're just going to have a little quick talk right here. Little quick chat,
Little quick chat, little fast.
Little fast, little quick.
All right. So let's hear about this. You just picked up a new whip.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I just got pretty much my dream car. I also have a Lambo. I do want a Lambo one day, but this was my realistic dream car. 2020 Dodge SRT Hellcat red eye wide body 797.
With the red key.
She thick, boy. She thick.
Ooh.
I call her the white tiger.
Ooh, what? Nice.
Until I get a different color on it. But yeah, I got that. You guys see that red key right there? See that red key? Just look at the red. Just look at the red. It says Dodge right there.
That's the special
Not really
key.
showing too well for some reason. Is that better? Yeah, there we go. That thing can go over 200 miles per hour.
Ooh. So track day. You're going to get it out on the track.
Yeah. It's the fastest car, and it's American made. And I believe, like, I was just kind of looking at some of the stats for some of the like real, high-end sports cars, like Ferrari. They only make one Ferrari in 2020 that's faster than that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's how fast it is.
Dude, the Ferrari, a couple of years ago, my buddy and I did one of those packages where you can run the high-performance cars around the track. I did
that too one time.
The Ferrari 454 Italia. That thing was a machine.
Yeah, man. When I did that, I drove the Ferrari and like an Audi T8, I think.
Oh.
The Lambos were taken, man. Everybody had already freaking.
Everybody wants the Lambos.
Everybody wants the Lambo, man. So but I'm happy to have it now. The regular key, it's got. I can't find the exact specs. I have to look it up. It's a little over 500 horsepower. Now 500 horsepower.
Explain this. You've got the regular key and the red key. If you use the regular key, it limits your speed and performance. If you use the red key, that's when you're like a racing car.
Now, the important thing is I got 2 red keys and 1 black key. So I think that's my sign. I'm supposed to use this one more. But they say, so I actually know somebody who had one of these, not this exact model, but had the Hellcat with a red key back in the day. This would have been probably, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. And he said that he said you can't use the red key on the street. He said it's impossible to use the red key. And I'm going to test this. He says it's impossible to use the red key and not burn the tires out. He went through an entire set of tires in 4 weeks.
Just chirping? Just roaching and chirping?
Man, the wheels on this thing, I'm not, it would sound like braggadocious if I told you how much the wheels were, so I'm not going to tell you the price. But the individual wheels on this thing are a big chunk of the price.
Are they like the 13-inch wide tires, or like super, super thick?
Yeah, they're even thicker on the back. The back ones are a little different size than the front ones, and it's wider. They stick out just a little bit.
Nice.
So it's pretty sick, man. I scooped it today. I got it on Saturday, and I went by today and picked it up. And man, I can't. And the bad thing is, it's been raining all day today, so like I couldn't really cut loose on it. Like I cut loose on it a couple times. I was like slipping. Like I probably don't want to get killed the first day I got it. You know, maybe like the 42nd or something, but not the first.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? At least don't wrap it around a tree yet.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, I'd freaking punk that tree out. That's what I'd do. So yeah, you guys know this is a crypto podcast for the man's man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let us know on Twitter. Shout us out and let us know what your dream car is. And you know, if you could pick one car, what would it be? How about you, Jay? What's your dream car?
So let me ask you a question. Is my dream car, what's like the parameters of it? Does it have to be an antique car, a current car? Could it be either?
I mean, if you one car, man, just one.
Man, I just can't do that. Cause like, dude, if I want to bring something back that's super cool, I would probably do like a late 70s Trans Am, black T-tops with a gold bird. I also am really into El Caminos for some reason, so I would probably get one of those and just like totally restore it. But if I'm doing like a new car, man, I don't know. Probably a Ferrari or a Lambo.
Yeah.
I really want but like on a practical level, and I know that like this sounds like weird to say like, oh, a practical choice would be a Tesla Model X, but like my practical car would be a Tesla Model X.
A lot of people like those Teslas, man. A lot of people like I'm not a Tesla guy. They're not freaking sweet enough, dude. I just don't like, I'm more about like, look, I like horsepower and I like looks. That's what I like. You know, I want to know that you look good and how much junk you packing in that trunk. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. That's what I like.
That makes a lot of sense.
Other guys are like, oh, but the Tesla, blah, blah. It's a freaking electric car. Okay, it's not even. Now, it ain't got real horses in it. Okay.
No, I mean they're quick though, but I think
fast.
Actually,
people say it's faster than anything, but like, it ain't got. It don't purr.
It doesn't.
It's like this. Silent. Silent.
It's silent. It is.
No,
I mean, you don't even know those cars are on. Now, what I love is the auto drive feature of it. Like, I would love, because I do a lot of driving long distances. Like, I would love to just set it and forget it, just take a nap while the car drives me places. And I think Tesla is going to be the first to be able to make that.
Yeah,
happen.
let me get a different car than the one I drive every day to do that. You know what I mean? I don't drive very far a lot. You know, I'll hardly put any miles on this car. I work very close to where I live, so you know, I ain't gonna be messing with any of that driving cross country. Well, I mean, I might. We're going to Disney World in a couple weeks. I might have to.
In there.
Oh, the wide body, dude. It's funny. Like the regular one, like there was like this much room between my kids, you know. But like in this one, there's like this much between them. So it's seats are nice, dude. God, I can't wait to freaking get back in that thing right after we finish this podcast. I'm gonna go whip it.
Go whip it in the rip it, or rip it in the whip it.
Whip it real good. Yeah, that was good. So anyways, guys, that's all we got for today. I want to talk about Grayscale a little bit. Want to talk about my car. Really, really happy to have that thing. But most importantly, want to explain to you guys why Grayscale may be playing a role in adoption. So that is all we got for today's show. Thank you so much for watching or listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.